Sally. Sally, you got to be making a decision here, for a lot of people die.
You had a chance at your old life. It just ain't the way it was.
I'm aware of that, April.
Well, maybe you ought to go on and take that stage to your sisters. Let the cavalry
The
take care of
cavalry
the
will kill them
Lakota.
all.
But all the Sweetwater's gonna suffer otherwise.
April, I know life was hell for you in the Lakota camp. But I didn't have it rough. Running Bear took good care of us.
What are you saying?
I'm taking my baby and I'm going back.
After all this?
It's best for everybody. Jenny's strong enough to make her own decision. Chief has a right to bring up his son. I'm not going to be separated from my baby. And I'm not going to have him live here as a half-breed.
We'll take you as far as Pine Bluff. You'll be able to make it safe from there.
Thank you.
I really think that you should sleep on this, Sally. Everything may look different in the morning.
Thing is, when the army came in, all the memories and all the love came flooding back. As if we'd never been apart. I guess I thought we could just go on. Pick up where we left off.
7 years is a long time.
Still, I never thought he'd change. April and Peter are waiting. I'll get 2 ponies.
You sure about all this?
He didn't break.
I don't want to hear that.
We did what we had to do to survive. You have no right to blame me for what happened.
I got every right. You're standing there telling me you gave yourself to him.
That's all you heard.
That's enough, David. He took you and he defiled you.
You never made me feel as dirty as you have.
Sally.
You're too late.
What do you mean?
She didn't want her son branded like Buck, so she's gone back to the Sioux.
Well, why didn't you try to stop her?
Why didn't I stop her? You had 7 years to think about all this, Tompkins, and you wait till the last half hour to figure it all out.
They made their threat already. What are we gonna do, sit around defenseless till they act on it?
They took Sally.
Who did?
Peter and April Hurston. Now, they may have talked her into it. Rachel said she didn't want to raise that baby in a white man's world.
Buck, where you going?
To find Eagle Feather.
That's it, Teaspoon. You gotta call the army in now.
We don't have time. You boys gather 20 men and try and stop them before they get to the Indians. That's the way we're gonna handle it.
Sorry.
What are you doing here?
Your mother and your brother are on their way back to the Lakota. What are you gonna do?
I belong with the Lakota, not my mother. When I return to Black Wolf, they'll let her go.
Wait, I'll go with you.
Buck, this isn't your problem.
No. But it's partly my fault.
Are you sure you want to go through with this?
Yes. I wish it had never happened.
Being held captive?
Getting rescued. It would have been so much easier just to go on forgetting.
Sometimes when I'd run off with Black Wolf, my mom would get angry because she wouldn't know where I was. And April would lie for me and say I'd run off to do some errands for her. This is his arrow. How could he do this? He knew how much she meant to me.
What had you done?
Fracture your wife and child.
You have broken my word.
To bring you your wife.
They head until sunset.
To assemble the Bluecoats and attack us.
He murdered them for nothing. They were bringing me back.
Why?
They would have gone back to the white men and told them where our camp was.
The Kiowa already knows where the camp is.
I have followed you since I was a young boy. Running Bear, you will never strike me again.
You killed them to start the war. When the white men find them, they will send for the blue coats. They will attack us. They will have a good reason. Where are you going?
For Eagle Feather.
No, there is no time. We must go before the Pony soldiers arrive.
Not until I find her.
After she was finally reunited with her husband after 7 years. How could you kill her?
She's Toka. Enemy. We must go.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You will.
No, whatever we had died the minute you put your arrow into April Hurston.
You were promised as my wife.
But she came to me for protection. She's no longer yours.
Then, by our law, you must fight for her.
To the death.
No, he's lying.
Then he will die a liar.